They considered it a year ago. Me and several community leaders were there. And they represent several counties, not just theirs and ours. And they've got evidently a really good track record. It's part of our reservation too, is we don't have a lot of need for that, so we didn't know the necessity of it. But talking to the gentleman from Miami after he contacted us, and Mike talking to the commissioner and stuff, they really reassured us that they are a hands-on process versus a lot of red tape. And so that was very appealing. Also, it was a community-wide, everybody in the community, Minster, New Bremen, Walpaw, you know, all the county cities and villages are participating. And so it does look like it gives us an opportunity to actually better serve our community. So we both recommend that we consider that, so.
What's it cost?
No.
It's the commissioners will have the contract with them, so there's no cost to us, other than if somebody wants to utilize their service, of course.
It's just like going through the state for permitting purposes. They would just go through Miami County. And Miami County falls under the umbrella of the state. When I was a contractor years ago.
They are considered the state.
Yeah, Lima has that privilege, like in the plumbing side, and that they have their own inspectors that are state certified. And it saves a lot of traveling back and forth. And when you have larger cities, it's not uncommon for them to have in-house state inspectors because of because inspectors are getting, just like the Postal Service, are getting less and less, but they have bigger territories to cover. And if you need an inspection to keep your process going, you may not get it for 48 hours or 3 days, and you get, you know, in contracting, that time's money. So it stands to benefit not only the builders and the contractors, but our customers here that would have that need. So hopefully we'll have a need for that.
Yes. This would in no way have anything to do with residential properties or anything. Not to say that sometime in the future it could, but I was pretty vocal on how I felt about that. You know, a lot of times people that are trying to fix up their home, they've got just enough money to put a roof on. They don't have enough money to pay engineering costs and all that. You know, so I want to kind of protect that as long as I can. But for commercial use, I think this would be a good thing.
So right now, that's what it would be for, would be commercial, it wouldn't be for just
Commercial.
individuals.
This is,
That's
could I ask a question?
sure.
Is this affect existing businesses, let's say if they want to build on or that
Well,
type of thing?
yeah, if they wanted to build on or do things, yes, it would. But
So the newer standards then would apply probably?
Well, let's clarify the question. Anybody that would need a state permit currently
Sure.
is what it would apply to.
Sure.
Right.
It's not creating anything new.
Which would be
Mhm.
commercial.
Commercial. So those applications are already in place.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Anything that would require state inspection and permitting is what it would cover, because they're already in place. They're not creating new.
Right.
They're not taking away. It's another avenue to get what needs to be done, but it's not creating anything new or anything less.
I guess my only question for clarification is, I know that some of our businesses, and we don't have that many, but if they did want expansion, then
They still would have to do that.
Right, then
with the
my
state.
question is, obviously, would they have to then be compliant in their existing part of their business with the standards that apply for the new build?
You would have to go through the state to find that out.
Okay, well, I mean, That's just a
Typically,
concern
what
that I
I've
have
seen-
for
what I've seen happen
clarification.
when they want
Well, we're not the
donations-
state, we're not the
No, I
inspector, so we
understand
can't give you
that.
that clarification. What I'm saying is, whatever the state would require, they will require.
Sure, sure.
And normally what I've seen is, if somebody wants to do an addition on a pre-existing structure, the state doesn't do anything with the pre-existing, but they will enforce putting up firewalls and different things like that, so the new part complies.
Well, whatever the building standard
Yeah,
is.
whatever it is.
Sure, sure.
So,
I just felt that it would be important that if that question was addressed, because people might make plans or whatever, and they need to know that, because, okay,
well, typically, they should have already known that if they're a commercial property and gonna do something, that they're supposed to.
well, a lot of them haven't done anything for a long time, so. And the standards were not the same
Sure.
when, you know, so, thank you.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 16-12-2, a resolution to allow the county to complete commercial building inspections.
Actually, this is 3, sorry.
16-12-3.
Yeah. Miller,
Yes.
Knox,
Yes.
Earl,
Yes.
Ewing,
Yes.
Arden,
Yeah.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Any other new business?
Yes, I pumped the idea the other day. What if we, I was just curious as to whether the money coming in from the mayor's court is needed to run the general fund. I was thinking if it's not, you know, we're wanting to get some money to buy some more Christmas decorations or maybe buy the flags. What if we took, say, every other month, the money from the mayor's court, put in like a fund like that there?
If, you correct me if I'm wrong, that money has to go into the general fund, right? But then it has to be appropriated. It can be appropriated.
Okay.
But I don't think you can bi-monthly just take it out for expenditures.
If we set up a fund, and like the
Well-
general fund, if we set up a separate account.
And
then
do
that fund-
appropriations for it.
Yeah.
That can be done,
Okay.
yeah.
I was just kind of curious. I thought that might be a way to build up that fund to get some new decorations and
Yeah,
maybe
but-
buy the flags for them.
But you can't specify that mayor's court wants to buy Christmas decorations.
Because in every ticket I write, they'll say, well, I paid for your Christmas lights. I mean, believe me, we're already here.
That's my flag.
I paid for your raise and everything else. Now, yeah, that's my flag up there. That should be my name on it.
Just tell 'em Merry Christmas as you hand out the tickets.
Exactly, yeah, right.
You don't like that idea?
I can't tell you what to do with the money. I just write the tickets and you do
What
what
we can do is take what
I'm just curious.
normally would take in for a year,
Mhm.
and in our appropriations, we can appropriate, knowing that we've got this coming in, a certain amount of that to go for certain things. You can do that at that point, but you just can't just hop and skip.
Or why don't you just, if you want to set an amount, and that way it's not necessarily coming from mayor's court money, then I can transfer that every other month, a certain amount into that fund, or that account. That way no one can come back and say, like you said,
Yeah,
I bought
See,
this.
the reason we didn't have the funds and stuff, it wasn't appropriated for this
Mhm.
year. So the funds was not allocated to do that.
Yeah.
Going forward, you can create even a fund for the Christmas fund, and it can be a line item that gets budgeted and funded annually. It doesn't have to come from,
I would rather see it done that way, not mentioning that it's coming from, the mayor's court fund goes into the general fund for the general use of the village.
Okay.
So that's what that is. If you want to set up a Christmas decoration fund, we can do that. It could pull from that, but it can pull from other places too, so. That just keeps it clean, doesn't it?
Correct, because it has to go into the general, but then from the general, you can disperse it wherever you want.
Okay.
And then Nathan won't have to take any flack for.
You're bordering, I mean, if you have a set amount, you're bordering, stating that X amount of tickets
Yeah.
have to be written every month, and that's unlawful, so. Yeah, that's called a quota, and you don't wanna do that.
That's not my idea.
No, I didn't figure it was.
So you would have to make a decision, do you want to set up a fund for that purpose and do a resolution, and she can set it up and that'd be it, right?
But couldn't, if you just wanted to buy some Christmas decorations, somebody just make a motion, do it, somebody second it, and there's the bills, and you just pay for it?
That's doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm
That's doing the
saying.
same thing.
That'd be easy, wouldn't it?
If you know a set price, but like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna buy $1 million Christmas tree, we probably should prorate that.
Jerry's got something to say.
Can the man decorate the big pine tree behind the Veterans Memorial? Put lights on it? I think that would really,
Probably,
said would
if
love
we
to.
have the lights, and if you want to spend the money, if we don't, for the lights, yeah, that can be done.
Wait till after Christmas and buy them when they're all about 60 or 80% off and do it next year.
we could do that, but I mean, I just think
That
it would
would
be
be
nice
nice.
to put lights on
Yeah,
that
but we
big
need
tree
commercial
up
lights.
that, back there for Christmas.
Yeah, that would be pretty, yeah.
How big's the tree, Jerry?
It's good size.
About 80 feet.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
all right,
if-
you use a
I
bucket
know
truck
they
to
have to
decorate
use a
it.
bucket truck to decorate it, but
It's a good sized
it's
tree,
a
yeah.
good sized tree, but I always thought when we got the property for the Veterans Memorial, first thing I did when they tore that building down, I said, oh, that tree would look nice with lights on it at Christmas time, and, you know, it
Fred's
just,
thinking he needs a new truck just to be able to reach it.
Secret for climb the tree.
he would put a saddle on and climb it free, so.
So is it an agreement that you want fiscal officer to start a fund for that, or you don't want to just?
Find me some decorations and a price.
That'd be the way I'd do it, but I'm just one person.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, the three of us know now what we're gonna need, not a figure, but we know we're gonna need funds for next year to make it happen, because we didn't have it allocated for this year. So, with that, I guess what it'll amount to is we will, at that point, report, hey, this is gonna cost us this much, you wanna do it or you don't. You know, when you start talking, doing decorations, it gets real expensive real quick. But we'll have something laid out before next Christmas season.
Okay. Everybody okay with that?
Any other new business?
I just have a quick question. When are they going to judge the lights, decorations?
Sometime between December 1st and December 25th.
So it might have already been done, is what you're saying?
It has not already been done. It will be this week. But it,
Or, yeah,
we,
No, I was told that it was gonna be done this week, and I just
we
wondered.
purposely didn't make it public because, you know, if somebody decided to wait till the last minute to put up a bunch of lights, they could have been late, they could have been on time, you know, the purpose was, that's why we gave that time frame. It
Right.
also came down to schedules of the volunteers and that type of thing, but it will be this week. Council will be the first to know who the winners will know who it first is because they'll be credited on their December usage in January, they'll get credit on their accounts.
What was the first, second, and third? I know first was
First is
electric.
1 month's
I knew that, but I
electric
couldn't
credit.
remember the other.
Second place, I believe, thanks to the solicitor's office, they actually donated funds to increase the winning, I guess we'll say, prizes. I believe second place is 100, third place is 50, and fourth place is $25. And so we have that set up to be done this week. And then, like I said, the winners will know on their bill, they'll see it on their bill, and then the next council meeting, the winners will be announced here. Then it'll be put on social media and all that kind of stuff. So.
And the judges are non-resident.
Judges are non-residents, no affiliation with the village. So
Impartial.
that way that way they're impartial. You're looking at me like you know who won them are, but
I do know.
Well, I can assure you they don't reside in the village.
No, of course, no, that.
And I double checked all that.
No, it does not, but, yeah.
So, we do have a method that we're gonna utilize, so every street, is seen. It'll take.
Well, that's what my comment was, be sure and go down
Yes.
side streets
I
and
will be-
subdivisions.
I will be
That was my
taking,
thing to
I will be taking the 3 judges around
Okay.
because them being not from the area, they're not gonna know where they're going. I would certainly hope by now I know this village.
But when you
so-
say not from this area,
They're not residents of the village of Waynesfield. So, but yes, we will hit every street, probably alleyway and everything like that. That way they can see the front, side. The only thing I can't do is get a helicopter and let them see an aerial view, so.
that's okay,
um,
that's okay. Well, I came home one night, I just was driving around, I wanted to see who had, whatever, and there was some very nice ones off the beaten path.
Sure,
There
yeah.
was that was
There
my
are.
thing was
I was
be sure
surprised
you-
because last year we didn't have near the participation as what we had this year.
Yeah.
And we had miles there last year too, so the features were all pretty much the same. But yeah, I've noticed a lot more properties here in town have decorated, so that's
I
good.
just hope that people aren't really disappointed when they don't win and they get their bill. Sorry.
It is what it is. It's motivation for next year to buy all those reduced lights and decorate more, so.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. Solicitor.
We have nothing.
Yeah, you do. You got a whole stack of pizza.
We have nothing official.
Okay.
Are we ready? I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Zimmerman?
Yeah.
Pearl?
Yes.
Ewing?
Yes.
Harden?
Yep.
Knox?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
Merry Christmas.